Hello, my name is Baldy Shorts, and welcome back to Dream Daddy.
Welcome. You've got dads.
Let's do Craig. Drinking too much water can cause water intoxication. I really want to get some good quality time in with Craig. The last time we hung out, he was busy with the kids and fending off flirty moms that I feel like we barely talked. Ever since the first time we hung out, I've been trying to get up a little early for runs. I don't think I'm gonna be as embarrassed as last time. Maybe I'll even be able to catch up with him now. I type out a message to him on Dadbook. Hey man, been training on my run game recently. Ready for round 2? Dude, of course, emojis. I don't know why he didn't just send me emoji rather than type it out. Another message pops into my inbox from Craig. Let's meet up early tomorrow morning for my favorite morning activity. Brunch. Brunch, what's that? You run, and then you get brunch. Oh, right. Greg and I agree to a time to meet in the morning, and I have a chance to spend the evening hanging out with Amanda. So we doing pizza tonight? Again? Can't we do like a salad night?
Hey.
Dad, are you going on a health kick? Not yet. I formed the committee to examine the possibility of being on a health kick. They haven't returned with their findings. That if you go on a health kick, then I have to go on a health kick by virtue of being under the same roof as you. I don't know if I have the constitution for that. The committee is still out. The committee isn't back with its finding yet. It's a multi-year assessment on several bureaucratic levels. Well, Amanda picks up the phone and stares at me, unblinking as she dials. Hi, yes, can I get an extra large pizza with chicken, bacon, extra cheese and tomatoes, and a couple of garlic sauce cups? Amanda, you're going a little north there here. Oh, right, can you maybe throw in some leaves on there or something? Yeah, he's going on a health kick. Yeah, Rico, I know. It's tragic. Amanda listens for a second. Hold on, I'll ask. Dad, is oregano a salad? Oregano. Yeah, Rico, sprinkle some of that on there. Yep, cash is fine. Say hi to the wife and kids for me. Amanda hangs up. Rico says hey. The food gets delivered and we plop down on the couch to eat some za. Just be careful, running is a gateway drug. It's a slippery slope, Dad. First you go on a couple of light jogs, and before you know it, you're converting the garage into a home gym and renewing your subscription to some sort of weekly kombucha delivery service. Question. Shoot. What's kombucha? Okay, so you aren't too far gone yet. I'm just giving you a hard time, Pops. I'm really happy you're running more and caring about your health. I want to keep you around for as long as possible. Thanks, kiddo. Speaking of which, I'm running with Craig tomorrow. You gonna be able to keep up with him? Hey, probably not. We laugh and eat more pizza than is probably healthy in the name of carbo loading. I call it a night early so that I'm ready for tomorrow. When I first started running in the mornings, it was pretty hellish. Now that I'm a few sessions in, it has admittedly become a little bit easier, despite it always ending in me drag heaving over a trash can. Is that what the runner's high is? Just drag heaving? I lace up my tennis shoes, throw on a t-shirt from a winter summit I went to 20 years ago, and head out the door at a moderate jog. Craig is already outside with River strapped to his chest. He's dressed head to toe in color-coordinated running gear. Wow, I look like a total schlup next to this guy. Hey, bro. Morning, Craig. River gonna be running with us? Best as she can. We're taking it to the limit, aren't we, kiddo? Goo. Oh, I know what that means. Craig hands her a stuffed toy, which makes her smile ear to ear. That's Arnold, the capybara. Sometimes it's the only thing that'll get her to stop crying. Oh, I've been there. Amanda had a stuffed panda that she carried around everywhere. She would have a tantrum if we even tried to wash it. It was gross. So you've been running lately? Every morning for 30 minutes. I'm basically an elite athlete by this point. Well, I'll try and keep up. So where are we headed? I was thinking that we could do a couple of laps around the park. Okay, that sounds reasonable. Then we'll do some hill climbs up a slope. Okay, I can probably handle that. And then we'll close it off by doing some wilderness survival hike running to increase our agility. I'm suddenly stuck with the overwhelming need to crawl back into bed. That sound okay to you? I usually like to throw in some timed murder sprints in there, but I'll go easy on you since you're a beginner. That sounds like something I'm able to physically do.
Hey!
Great, let's get started.
Oh.
Craig and I finally arrive at the park. A few other lone joggers make their way around the perimeter, and River waves enthusiastically at everyone we pass. It's a lot more peaceful in the mornings. Aside from birds chirping and River gurgling away in the stroller, it's pretty quiet. Alright, good warm-up. That was the warm-up? Let's start the show.
Hey!
But wait. Craig reaches into his bag and tosses me a water bottle. I fumble it, but thankfully didn't drop it. You gotta hydrate, bro. I take a long drink from the water bottle and feel reinvigorated. Man, I don't drink enough water. Hey! I look down and pick up Arnold, River's toy, and hand it back to her. Must have dropped this.
Oh.
Thanks for looking out, bro.
Bro!
You ready? My body is collapsing in on itself. Yeah! We finally finish our however many 10th lap around the park. I'm breathing heavily, but I can't believe I actually didn't lose Craig. He's even breathing heavily too, which makes me feel a little better. I look down at my shirt and notice that I'm drenched in sweat. Huh. It almost looks like a frowny face. That's one. What?
Dude!
I'm just kidding. Good hustle out there. I'm really impressed. You're way better than the last time I launched you off of a treadmill. Yeah, man, you really pushed me to the limit just now. I can't believe I held on.
Oh.
Sometimes you just need someone there to push you to do your absolute best. I'm glad I could be that guy, bro. Who's ready for hill climbs? Blap! There's my little cheerleader. Valdi, you ready? You bet! Craig takes me to a separate portion of the park where there's a steep hill that seems to go on up forever. I strain my eyes to see some other joggers at the top. So what do we do now?
Nice.
We run up the thing. That looks like a lot. Baldy, there's 2 things you need to know about this hill. 1, don't stop running until you get to the top. And 2, Craig points to the top of the hill.
Bro!
That's not the top. Let's do this.
Oh.
I finally reach the top of the hill after making my way past what I originally thought was the top of the hill. Once there, I hunch over onto my knees and gasp for air. My lungs are like daggers poking my ribs. I can feel my heart in my ears. River, I'm having a moment, please. Oh boy. Craig looks like he's taking a beating as well. So he is human. Baldy, put your arms on your head and stretch out your elbows. It'll help you breathe better. I do as Craig says. It feels a little better, but I'm still in agony. And here. Craig tosses me a water bottle again. I hydrate like my life depends on it. Thanks, dude.
Hey!
Phenomenal work. You feel that lightness in your head? That's the runner's high. Oh, that's it. I thought it was just, dying. Want to take it slow for a bit? I would like that very much. As we're catching our breath, River starts crying. What's wrong, sweetie pea? Do you want to play with Arnold? Craig looks around us.
Dude!
Oh boy. Man down, I think we lost Arnold. River keeps wailing. I've abandoned my child's toy. We gotta find him, dude. It should be simple, right? We just gotta retrace our steps. I remember River last having it down at the bottom of the hill. Craig and I jog down the path, searching high and low for stuffed capybara, which Craig takes the time to explain to me is a large rodent native to South America. We get to the place where River might have dropped it, but it's still nowhere to be found. Looks like we've got a mystery on our hands, but we have to get to the bottom of this. I suspect foul play. Looks like this is a prime case of world-renowned detective shorts.
Oh.
Dude, it's time for a bro venture. A bro venture. We high-five and decide to jog back to the park to see if we can find any leads. So it looks like there's a couple more places to check and some bros around here that we could interrogate. Sounds good.
Hey!
Wait, who's good cop and who's bad cop? I think about it for a second. Well, I think that with your stature and overall resilience, you would make an intimidating bad cop. But on the other hand, you do have an adorable baby strapped to your chest, so that softens the edges a bit. Wasn't she in a stroller before? Where'd the stroller go?
Oh.
If all valid points, I think you would make a great good Cap because of your congenial attitude and willingness to try new things. But then again, I've seen how you get when there's too many commercial breaks during a show, so you have a potential to be a scary bad cop. I don't want to have to watch Meet Hell in 3-minute segments with 5 minutes of commercials in between. And they're loud. The commercials are too loud. I just want to watch my shows in peace without people yelling at me to buy wiper fluid and stuff.
Bro.
Case in point. Let's play it moment by moment.
Oh,
Smart.
nice.
So where to, Brotective? To the woods? We make our way to the outskirts of the parks. There are a couple benches by the dense tree line. Looks like Robert's here all by himself. This also seems like a perfect place to look for clues. Look for clues. Craig and I search the outskirts of the woods, hoping to find anything that might lead us to Arnold. There are a couple cigarettes and an empty beer can scattered around the thicket. This is probably the hot spot for edgy teens to hang out at night and say swears and stuff. But it doesn't look like there's any recent activity that might be capybara related. This might be a dead-end partner, bro. We return to the woods. Interrogate Robert. Maybe Robert saw something. We walk over to Robert's bench.
Hey.
Hey, Rob. Don't call me that. Okay. Hi, Robert. Don't call me that either. Oh, okay. Hey, buddy?
I don't know.
What are you up to?
Oh.
Thinking? This is my thinking bench.
Oh.
I have to get a solid 2 to 3 hours of brooding in per day. Filling quotas. Have you, by any chance, seen a small stuffed capybara around? A capybara it's a large rodent native to South America. I know. So have you seen one? It's a stuffed one, not a real one. That would be weird. Be bad cop. All right, Robert, we've been nice. Help us out or I'm gonna go off and learn how to fight and then come back here to kick your ass. You? Learning how to fight? Please. Well, fine. If you don't tell us what we want to hear, I'm going to spoil the season finale of Long Haul Paranormal Ice Road Ghost Truckers. You're bluffing. My buddy here doesn't play by the rules, Valdi. Valdi will do it. Callum and Flint crash into a haunted... Stop it! You're a monster! Robert says. I haven't seen any goddamn capybaras, okay? Damn. We return to the woods. Move to another part of the park. Where to now, bro? Let's go to the playground. Make our way to the small playground at the edge of a park. A couple of kids play on the jungle gym while parents watch nearby benches. Over on one of the benches, I spot a familiar face. Look for clues. Craig and I, 2 grown adult men, walk onto the playground and begin examining it meticulously for clues. There's no forensic evidence here, no stray capybara hairs at least. After searching fruitlessly for some time, we look up. All of the parents are staring at us. We smile and wave as we awkwardly slink away. We head back to the playground. Interrogate Joseph. Let's see what Joseph's up to. We jog over to Joseph, who seems to be engrossed in his book. Joseph. Joseph nearly drops his book. Hey, guys, didn't think I'd see you 2 out here. Valdi, are you exercising? Sure am. You know me. I just love to run and... be healthy. That's kind of my whole thing. What are you reading? Oh, just a book on knots and rope tying?
Oh, cracker.
For boats! Boat ropes. Right. Say, you didn't happen to see a stuffed capybara around here. What's a capybara? It's a large rodent that's native to South America. Joseph thinks for a second. Haven't seen one around. I'll tell the kids to keep an eye out. Your kids are here?
Hey.
Joseph looks around.
Oh.
They were here a second ago. Must have gone exploring around the park. Do you know where they could have run off to? They're kids. They get into mischief sometimes, but they always come back. All right, thanks for your help. Thanks, Joseph. We'll let you get back to your rope book. Boat ropes. We head back to the playground. Try to calm River down. This is a pretty nice playground. Might as well get a couple swings in. What about Arnold? Maybe having a little swing might calm River down, might buy us some more time. You're right, she's about to go nuclear. This might prepare her for the possibility of us not being able to find Arnold. Life's cruel and tough, but at least we'll always have swings. Craig straps River into the baby swing and gives her a gentle push. She giggles. I take a seat on the swing next to her and immediately realize that I'm stuck. River seems to love that. Craig eventually helps me out of the swing and we decide to get back to the investigation. We head back to the playground. Move to another part of the park. I've deduced where we should go next. Go to the fields. We wandered to a grassy field in the center of the park. There isn't a whole lot to see, but there are a few figures camped out in blankets, and the grass could hold a number of secrets. Let's talk to Matt and his daughter. Carmencita spotted us from across the way and waves. She's sitting down with her dad on a sunny green patch of grass. We jog over.
Oh.
Hey, dudes. Hey, bro. We just sat down for a picnic. Want some snacks? Got anything to increase my glycogen reserves? We have apple slices. Thank you very much, Tiny Bro, but I should be fine.
Hey.
You guys working out? Good day for it. Yep, I'm the picture of health and athleticism. Good transition, Valdi. Say, you haven't seen a stuffed capybara around here anywhere, have you? What's a capybara? It's a large rodent that's native to South America. Wait a second. How do you know what a capybara is? You wouldn't happen to have hands-on experience with one recently, would you? We learned about capybaras in the 4th grade. I think it's more suspicious that you know what a capybara is. Oh my god. What if I took Arnold? What if I'm the culprit and I just don't remember? I quickly checked my body for any Polaroids I might have kept on my person to remind me of who to trust and who not to trust. I saw Memento once, and I'm pretty sure that's how it works. Nothing. But what if that's what I wanted myself to think? No, Valdi, don't let them win. I shake off the thought. I saw a couple of squirrels over by that tree, though. I don't know if that helps, but if you want to see some cute squirrels, you should definitely check it out. Thanks for the hot squirrel tip, Carmencita. Well, we better get moving. Gotta find a capybara before River here has a breakdown.
Hey.
Good luck. Let me get some apple slices for the road, though. Carmencita hooks me up to some road slices, and we're on our way. We maneuver back to the field. Look for clues. Check out those squirrels. Where did the suspect say the squirrels would be again? The tree. Oh, there they are. Where the hearts came from this side. Carmencita was telling the truth. These are some rad squirrels. River seems happy, but this may have brought us some extra time. We maneuver back to the field. Interrogate River. Let me try this. It's always culprit we least suspect. Get to eye with River, who still looks like she's on the verge of tears. Good cop. Hi, sweetie. Believe me, no one wants you to find your capybara more than me. But we need some more clues, and I think somewhere in that little baby brain of yours, you might have something that'll lead us to the perp. So what do you say, kiddo? Bleh. I turn to Craig. We're getting nowhere with this witness. Maneuver back to the fields. Look for clues. We carefully comb through the field of grass and flowers. I can't seem to find much besides a couple of ladybugs and a nickel. While I'm looking, Craig calls out to me from across the field. Valdi! I jog over. Craig is kneeling in the grass, inspecting something. I approach. My heart is in my throat. As I lean over Craig, I see it. This is Arnold's leg. I put my hand over River's eyes. No one should have to be subjected to this senseless violence. My God, who or what would do this?
Oh, man.
I don't know, but now I think we might be dealing with something beyond our grasp. I can't look at this anymore. I turn around, trying to wipe the image of the stuffing strewn across the ground from my mind.
I don't know.
We're running out of time. We may already be too late. Bag and tag it. Let's keep moving. We maneuver back to the field. Move to another park. Clock's ticking, dude. Where are we going next? Head back into the woods. We return to the woods. Right, time to grill Robert again. We walk over to Robert's bench. Oh, Christ, what now? Be good cop. Come on, Robert. The sooner you tell us what you know, the sooner we can let you back into brooding. Bad cop time, Robert. If you don't help us, I'm going to put you in a headlock. Is that a threat or a promise? Whoa, slow down.
Hey.
Back off. We return to the woods. Okay. I'm starting to put all the pieces to this case together, or I have indigestion. We better keep moving. Okay, let's go to the playground again. Let's try to calm River down again. River has had enough of swings. Her mind will be singularly focused on Arnold until some other Johnny-come-lately plush comes along, or her next nap, whatever comes first. We head back to the playground. Let's see what Joseph's up to. We jog over to Joseph, who seems to be engrossed in his book. Joseph, do you happen to know where Christian and Christy have gone?
Yeah.
They're kids. They get into mischief sometimes, but they always come back. That sounds a little suspect. Mischief, you say?
Oh.
Wait, am I being interrogated right now? Only if you did something wrong. What are you hiding, Joseph? Whoa, kinda getting on the third degree here. This is serious. There's a capybara on the line. I mean, you're more than welcome to ask Christian and Christy. I imagine they have their ears on the ground on all the latest playground drama. They might be somewhere around the woods. Thanks, Joseph. We'll let you get back to your rope book. Boat ropes! River's screeching is louder than ever. I'm exhausted. Cries. Oh, no. Oh, no. I couldn't get it. I looked everywhere twice, though. Oh, thank you. I head back to the cul-de-sac alone and head inside the house. God, I'm ready for a shower, a gallon of water, and a nap. I bet Amanda's still asleep. I crack open her door to find her still in bed, sleepily scrolling through her phone. Morning. Afternoon, actually. Right, how was brunch? Well, we had a good time with the run part, but we didn't make it to the rest of the post. Huh? To the brunch. We didn't make it to brunch. Somehow we lost River's toy capybara on our run. A capybara is... Dad, don't patronize me about giant rodents. I know. It is. It's really relaxing. Sorry. Anyway, we figured out that Joseph's creepy twins had something to do with it, but we never got to the bottom of it. So the run went well, though. I was a little worried about your endurance. Yeah, it was rough at first, but ended up being a piece of cake. I actually feel pretty my legs give out. I find myself on the floor of the hallway. I'm just gonna hang out here for a while. You take your time getting up. I don't think this date went well. We should have made it to brunch, but I just couldn't find those stupid twins. Another bee.
Welcome.
But a bee is
You got
passing.
dads.
So let's see. Let's do Brian. Hey, Daisy and I are going fishing tomorrow. Are you in or out? Oh, I have a message from Brian. Oh no, I've been dreading this day. I accidentally boasted about my abilities as a fisherman to Brian, and now he's challenging me to another dad-off. I've been doing my fishing research online, but I'm nowhere close to being an expert. Still, though, I have to accept. Oh yeah, Brian do be thick. I type back to Brian. Sounds great, man. Super excited to catch all those fish. And my lawn could use another good mowing. That'll show him. Brian responds back, letting me know that tomorrow he'll pick us up at an hour that I'd previously forgotten existed. Man, it's gonna be a rough start. Amanda! Amanda comes into the room from the kitchen, eating a cheese stick by biting off a piece by piece like some kind of monster. I didn't raise you like that.
Huh?
What? It's called string cheese and not chompy cheese for a reason, Amanda.
Aw.
Did you just call me here to criticize my controversial string cheese eating technique or what? No, Amanda, we have to go fishing tomorrow. Well, you have to go fishing. I get to play with Brian's dog. How do I become a master of fishing overnight? You went fishing on the Girl Scouts, didn't you?
Huh?
Nope, my stint in the Scouts was brief and pure transactional. I thought I could get free cookies, but I didn't know that I had to like be outside and tie knots and stuff. I mean, if I'm in a hurry, I'll bite cheese. I'll bite the string cheese. But sometimes there is something very satisfying about like pulling it apart. But I have to be Brian. Dad, let me tell you a story. Do you remember last summer how I applied for a job at the coffee shop across town? Give me a refresher? During the interview, they asked me if I knew how to work an espresso machine, and I really wanted the job, so I lied and said yes. On that first morning, there was a line out the door, and within half an hour, I severely burned my hat, and they told me to go home and never come back. I still have a scar from that. Sure. You can rank it, I guess. Thank you. Of course I remember. What does that have to do with fishing? The burn is a metaphor, Dad. I don't get it. You can lead a horse to water. What do horses have to do with fishing? And burns? Dad, please, I don't get your obsession with competing against Brian. You wouldn't understand. It's a dad thing. Please try explaining it to me. Okay, Brian's he just thinks that he's so much better than me, and he purposefully reminds me of that whenever he can. And it's like he has to one-up me. I have to beat him at his own game.
Huh?
Is that what you think is happening here? No, Amanda. Okay, good. I know that's what's happening.
Dad.
All right, Pops, we should both be getting some sleep. See you in the morning. Night, Panda. I brush my teeth and throw on some pajamas. I climb into bed, set my alarm, and close my eyes. Okay, sleep. I am wide awake. I can't help but think about the last time I went fishing, hoping that there's something I can glean from it to give me an edge over Brian. I was about 9 years old. My dad woke me up at one morning and told me to get dressed and meet him downstairs. It was still dark out. I had no idea what was going on, but before I knew it, we were both alone in freezing cold lake. I had to sit there for hours while it got hot and muggy and the air thick with bugs. I picked up at a mosquito bites while my dad sat in stony silence, fishing pole in one hand and beer in the other. We didn't catch anything. On the long drive home, my father bought me a pack of cigarettes and didn't say a thing. That didn't help, and I think I have some repressed sadness about my father. I'll deal with that later. I'm sitting on a boat in the middle of a body of water. I can't see any land, but I know it's a lake. The water is placid and still. I am holding a fishing pole. I don't understand why, but I feel like my life depends on catching fish right now. I cast my lure into the water and wait, and wait, and wait. My whole being is filled with hopelessness as I watch the line disappear into the depths below. You used the wrong lure. I look up to see my father, just as he looked that one cold morning, disapproving. I'm panicking now. I pull the lure up and try to grab a different one, but all of the lures in my tackle box are the exact same. I look up to my father for guidance, but he's gone. I try casting again, but I can't hold my footing. My boat tips over and I fall into the water. Sinking further and further, I see the multitudes of fish that had been lying just below the surface, all swimming around me as if to taunt me. One fish swims up to me. He has Brian's eyes. You gotta use a natural buoyancy lure if you're trying to catch trout, buddy. I jolt awake to the sound of my alarm. It's fishing day. That would explain the weird dream. I groggily slip on clothes and get ready. I spot Amanda's door half open and see her still curled up on a mountain of blankets. I walk over to her bed and give her a tiny kiss on the forehead. Fishing day, kiddo. Are you ready? No. Well, you gotta get up. I can't do this without you. Also, stop sleeping on your clothes. Amanda pulls her comforter over her head. Never? Amanda. I'll get up in a minute. Alright, Brian should be here in 20, so you better not just go back to sleep. Amanda sticks her hand through the blanket to wave me away. I leave her room and make myself some coffee, another cup with lots of cream and sugar for Amanda whenever she gets up. Amanda eventually wanders in and chugs her coffee while I do word jumbles. I hear the doorbell ring. That must be Brian. Still rubbing our eyes, we walk outside to see Brian. He's decked out in fishing gear. Daisy's falling asleep next to him. Early bird gets the worm, buddy. You ready to fish? I was born ready. My eyes narrow in on Brian. It's a good day to die. Hop on in, guys. Let's get this fishing party started. I walk over to the driver's side door and open it. Woof woof. Ryan's dog immediately hops into the driver's seat, wagging his tail furiously. Can I see your license, sir? Maxwell, let Baldy sit. Maxwell obediently hops into the back to cuddle with Daisy. Amanda settles next to Maxwell and Daisy and immediately falls asleep. You ready for an adventure? I'm ready for glory. I struggle to stay awake as we drive to the outskirts of towns. Country music plays quietly from the radio as I watch trees pass by. So where exactly are we headed? It's about an hour north of here, a little spot I've been going to since I was a kid. My dad used to take me there all the time. I don't think anybody else knows about it. I brought everything we need so we can catch some trout, have a nice little fire, and enjoy the nature. My fishing pole is in the shop, getting it tuned up. Do you maybe have an extra I could borrow? But of course, it's probably not as nice as it sounds like yours is, though. I'm 28. Right. I am digging a hole here. I stare out into the forest lining the highway. The sun is just barely over the horizon, scattering dusky pink light through the trees. For a split second, I spot a deer gazing on the side of the road before it leaps back into the bush. After a nice quiet drive, Brian eventually tells me to pull off the highway and onto a dirt road. The car bumps along until we reach a clearing that opens up to a magnificent lake. No, I am. Thank you, though. I am 28, born in 1992. Well, here we are. I step out of the car and help Brian unload our gear as Maxwell runs around us barking. The kids wake up and wander to the shore where Daisy tries to teach Amanda how to skip rocks. Brian and I carry the tackle boxes and cooler down to the edge of the lake where he has a canoe waiting. Great, it's still one piece. Hold up. Let me out with Maxwell. I help Brian place a tiny dog-sized life vest onto Maxwell. Oh, well, happy early birthday. Woof woof. Alright, your turn. Brian hands me a lime green life vest. Maybe if I fall in, you'll save me. I can swim, thanks. Maybe if I fall in, I'm counting on you to rescue me. Suit yourself. Yes, we got the eggplants. Suit yourself. Brian turns to Amanda and Daisy, who are still skipping rocks. You kids want to fish? I'm good with just throwing rocks into the water. Amanda hurls a rock into the pond with gusto. Yeah, take that, water! Amanda, you're supposed to be skipping them. Is that what we're doing? Daisy, don't you want to fish? I think catching fish is kind of inhumane. We're gonna go explore the woods and look at bugs and stuff. Alright, be safe. Don't go too far. Brian puts a life vest around himself and we throw all of our equipment into the canoe. Maxwell happily jumps in and takes his place, looking out over the front of the boat. I get into the canoe as Brian shoves off. We paddle together to get ourselves in the middle of the lake. Most freshwater fish usually feed at dusk and dawn, which is why I had to get you up so early. Yeah, I know, that's pretty common fisherman knowledge after all. Fisherman knowledge that I am knowledgeable about. Still a gambling man? You know it. Let's see who can catch more fish. You can catch more than one? Sounds easy enough to me. What's on the line? Besides all the fish I'm gonna catch, obviously. I was thinking something a little more high stakes than mowing the lawn. Custody of our children? More than that. Let's say, if I win, I get your weed whacker. The Whackmaster 2000? That's a limited edition. But if you win, you get my pole saw, the Reach and Cut 3000. The cordless version? That's the one. Shit, the Reach and Cut 3000 is state of the art. My weed whacker is a prized possession, but there are those hard to reach branches at the back of the yard that have been begging for a pruning. You're on. We shake on it. I suddenly remember that I don't know how to fish. My foolish fatherly pride will one day be my undoing. I watch as Brian ties a lure and does some stuff I can't quite follow with his fishing pole. He casts it into the lake. Oh boy, now I have to do that. I stare down at the tackle box and at the pole in my hand. Put some bait on the hook. Insult the fish. Stretch before physical activity. Put bait on the hook. I fish a worm from a styrofoam container Brian bought. It's slippery, but I think I can get it onto the hook if I just focus. Oh god, I'm bleeding. Oh god, there's blood everywhere. The worm's not even on the hook. Need some help? No, I meant to do that. The blood attracts the fish. They can smell it up to a mile away, you know?
Okay.
I think that's sharks? No, it's definitely fish. Now what? Perform fishing mating call. Tie a knot or something. Meditate. Meditate? I close my eyes and relax my muscles. I clear my mind of all thoughts and focus on taking deep, even breaths. What are you doing? I'm meditating. It's an exercise in mindfulness and positive visualization. It often helps me to use a calming mantra while I'm meditating. I'm going to kick Brian's ass. I'm better than Brian. Brian will never beat me. I'm the superior dad, etc. I think I'm ready. Let's cast this sucker. I pull my rod back and launch the lure as hard as I can.
Aha!
And the lure flies off the line and sails far, far away, landing in the lake with a loud splish. Sorry, I judged the wind speed wrong. This cold air drives the pressure down.
Oh.
Go ahead and take my pole. I know it's hard switching to a new pole that you're not used to. I'll fix up another lure. Brian hands me his pole with a smile, and I just sit there feeling like an idiot. Are we playing a mini game? Oh, God. Fishing around here is easy. They group up. You gotta do is line up 3 of the same species and reel them in. I need to match 3 of the same species. I can't tell which is which.
Match that fish.
Oh, God. Nope. Okay. What?
Nice catch.
Oh, I get it. I get it. Okay. I get it.
Nice catch.
I get what's happening. I got it. Okay. Let's see.
Catch of the day.
Catch of the day. Oh my goodness.
Now you're fishing.
No. I didn't even read that.
Nice catch. Nice match.
Careful, they're slippery and hard to tell apart. What? Oh my goodness. That's a smallmouth bass. Judge it not for the size of its mouth, but the content of its character. I heard they tried hard enough they'll grow into medium bass. Okay, I don't need to read these. I didn't want to pick this one. I didn't want to pick this. Can I unpick it? Oh my goodness. Here we go.
Nice catch.
Okay. Oh my god, this fish.
Match of the day.
That was an accidental match, but I am okay with it.
Nice match. Nice match.
Okay. No. Where are these matching? Oh, I'm running out of time. Oh, here we go.
Nice match. Now you're fishing.
Cool. Setting it up. Got a double
Nice
right
match.
there. Got one
Nice
right
match.
here. Let's see. Okay. I did as best as I could. I got an S! Yay! I didn't even read what Brian said. Wow, this is way tougher than I thought. I look over at Brian, who's smiling and obviously enjoying his time here out on the lake. I will crush him. Suddenly, the fishing pole jumps in my hand. I reflexively tuck up. I think I got something big. The tip of the pole dips down repeatedly and the line starts to run.
Hey.
Reel it in. I finally get the fish right up next to the boat. It's long, beautiful rainbow trout. Brian hands me a net. It's all yours. I lean down and notice that my hands are shaking with excitement. This fish is bigger than all the ones Brian caught. That pole saw is mine. All mine. The entire canoe tips over with me. I find myself sinking into the lake. I should have taken that life vest. All of a sudden, I'm embraced under the water and pulled into Brian's arms. Yeah? I'm finally dragged upwards, sputtering water. All of our gear floats on the surface. Maxwell doggy paddles around us in circles, having a great time.
Okay.
You alright? Does that count as one?
Ah.
Well, seeing as all of our fish are now swimming safely back into the lake, I guess so. Brian laughs. Let's get you to the shore. Brian and I flip the canoe back over and fill it with our now soaking wet gear. We row back to the shore with Maxwell in tow. Once we get to the beach, Maxwell darts off into the woods. Brian takes off his shirt. Dots of lake water glisten in the sun across his strong back. Man, all the general contracting must have built that guy like an ox. I hope he doesn't notice me staring. I'm gonna get fire going so we can dry off. Wanna hand me yours? Yes. Oh, okay. I reluctantly take off my own shirt and toss it to Brian. I suddenly wish I had gone more sit-ups in my life, or any sit-ups at all, really. Another thing you've bested me in, stupid sexy Brian. You might as well fry that shirt up. Seems like it's the only lunch we'll have. The day's young, we can fish from the shore. Once Brian gets the fire going, I sit and try to dry off my pants. Brian sets a couple of lures out by the water's edge. We're probably going to have to put the kebab on the competition for now. Until another day, my stomach growls. You hungry? Oh, I'm fine. Brian reaches into his cargo shorts and pulls out a few granola bars. I have a small child. I'm flush with snacks. Brian joins me by the fire and I accept the cargo shorts granola. And now we're back to waiting. Where did the girls get off to? Shouldn't they be back by now?
Oh.
I wouldn't worry too much about it too much. They're a couple of smart kids. That's what I'm worried about. They're too smart. They've probably established a small rural government by this point and installed themselves as leader. I take a look around the sun cresting the tree lines, casting the entire lake in a warm golden glow. The forest seems to be coming alive now. Birds chirp in the distance. Wow, nature is beautiful. A mosquito bites me. I slap my neck and curse. Nature sucks. Here you go, bud. Brian hands me a bottle of bug spray. I begrudgingly take it and douse myself. Hug, I've always hated how this stuff smells. Really? I've always kind of liked it. Reminds me of being outside. Maybe you and I have different sentiments on the outdoors. Maxwell comes bounding up to me, a huge stick in his mouth. He drops it at my feet and looks at me expectantly. Throw the stick into the woods, fake out throw, break the stick in half and assert your dominance. Ooh! Eggplants! I hurl the stick as hard as I can toward the tree line. Maxwell bolts after it, running it as fast as his stubby little legs can carry him. Which, consequently, is not very fast. It is very cute, though.
Hey.
Nice throw, Baldy. I turn away so he can't see me blush. Maxwell brings the stick back to me, clearly proud of himself. Good boy, Maxwell. You're very good and speedy boy. You're the world champ of fetch. It's time for the pets. What's the plan? But Pat never fails. Scratch behind his ear, rub that belly. Maxwell rolls over and lets me rub his belly. He wiggles in the grass, clearly loving it. Feel like a bit of a third wheel here. Where are my belly rubs? What? Haha. I'm so flustered I can barely say anything. I just focus on petting Maxwell and hope Brian doesn't notice how much I'm sweating. While I'm playing with Maxwell, fish begin routinely pulling on Brian's lines. I watch Brian effortlessly fillet the fish, squeezing a bit of lemon on them, and frying them up in a cast iron pan. Before we know it, we have a feast fit for a couple of shirtless dudes. Amanda and Daisy emerge from the woods looking totally unscathed. Whoa, Dad Bod Patrol. I'm gonna have to issue you both a citation and demand you both put your shirts back on. There are children present. Brian tosses me a now dry shirt, pull it over my head, thankfully that I will no longer be distracted by Brian and his pecs. Where have you guys been? Studying entomology. What?
Huh.
We were playing with bugs. I expect you guys to be more covered in, like, mud and stuff. Daisy looks offended. What do you take me for? A child? Amanda puts a hand on Daisy's shoulder.
Ugh.
Right. We take a seat around the fire and Brian serves us all a generous pile of fish and paper plates. It's absolutely delicious. Why does he have to be good at everything? Fish taste okay? Daisy and Amanda both nod furiously, mouths full of fish. It's incredible. I've never had fish this good. Yeah, it's great. Old Harding family recipe. Why are your pants wet? Well, Amanda, we were out there on the lake and then I accidentally tipped over the boat. Don't worry, all of the gear floated to the surface so we didn't lose anything. Right, Valdy? Yeah, that's exactly what happened. I can't believe he just covered for me. Gosh, he even out-humbles me. He's trying to beat me at everything, including my world-famous sense of humility. We finish our fish and end up playing catch with Maxwell for a little while before we decide to head out. After cleaning up the camp, we pack up the station wagon and let Maxwell in the back seat. The poor pup falls asleep in a cuddle puddle with Amanda and Daisy. They've had a long day. Been an ordeal today, huh, bud? Let me drive you guys home. I want to prove that I'm the most awake dad on the block, but yeah, I'm beat. Fine. As we drive away, I take one last look at the lake disappearing behind us and smile. The rest of my head against the window and the low rumble of the dirt road beneath us lulls me into a peaceful sleep. Hey, sleepyhead? I open my eyes and realize that I dozed off in the car. I self-consciously wipe a bit of drool off my chin. Oh, hey. I was resting my eyes. Just in case we suddenly have to jump into any sort of conflict, so I'm super awake for it. And ready to fight. With my strong arms. It's all good. You earned some rest, buddy. Thanks for coming out with us today. I had a lot of fun with you. Thanks for inviting us. I also had fun, actually. Glad to hear it. Take it easy, yeah? You too. Take it the easiest. Brian chuckles to himself as he unloads the car. Amanda and I get inside and immediately collapse onto the couch. Long day. Yep. I was so close to that pole saw. Pole saw? Yeah, Brian and I were competing to see who could catch the most fish and... stop! Why do you care so much? Amanda Panda, just look at the guy. He so obviously got my number and he's rubbing it in my face in it. Ugh. Dad, I love you. But you're kind of dumb sometimes. Dumb? Or clearly the superior dad? You know what? I don't have any of the energy required to properly unpack your weird fixation with asserting your masculinity. I'm going to bed. Night. Amanda slides off the couch and face down onto the floor. I am a tired slug. Amanda, that floor is disgusting. I don't care. Well, night, honey. Night, Pops. Call someone if you're thinking about them. Date complete! I think this one is going to be at least an A, if not an S.
That's a 10 out of 10.
Yay!
I've seen one.
So I'm going to leave it there. I wanted to thank you so much for hanging out with me. If you enjoyed that video, please leave it on the like below. If you would like to see more of my content, please subscribe. And if there's any games you'd like to see me play, please leave it in a comment below. Please remember that you are valid, I care about you, and I can't wait to hang out with you in the next game. Bye-bye!